Hi, good evening. So, we are streaming today on perspective matters, and let I take this session is about aspirant who are giving the interview and lined up for their interview in the coming weeks. We just go through the roundup of whatever has happened in the news in the last week, that is February 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, and whatever is relevant for us to dig more into and have perspective about. So here, the we'll go through the 17th. If we see the last 1 week, what has been the most top news that has actually uh, impacted the country, and is one of them is definitely uh, the New Delhi CM, and second is there have been Prime Minister's trip to US and various elements or activities around that, which has caused discussion and debate. And then there has been, uh, this scenario of which is about the uh, news coming from Kids Odisha of a Nepali student, and the scenario which is ongoing. And then there are discussion on uh, the various element of Kumbh which has happened or taken place. So, focusing on what has come in the news in the last uh, 1 week. So you'll see that discussion on Hamas. They have reached out to a conclusion or discussion, and then Zelensky's meeting with US also in Ukraine. That also meeting with President you that has also had happened. Two of the conflict zones of the world. Then the more important element which was covered or which took place. The Champions Trophy if you write about cricket as your interest, then the Champions Trophy and its controversies. The discussion between the three language policy and two language policy between Tamil Nadu, the deadlock of NEP implementation, and your own thought about it. And then there has been so many things to read about, but uh, I would say that having knowledge about them is always good, especially if it is a part of your interest as per your DAF. Coming to 18th February, Okay, now the new chief election commissioner was also uh, he also took Dr. EC designated Ganesh Kumar, new poll chief election commissioner, CEC. This US position on Ukraine NATO shift. This is because this is the important. I told us the conflict zone of the world, whatever is happening in the development, irrespective of your interest or not, you may be asked opinion and updates are. And while I'm scrolling, I'm also stopping by at cases which it seems very important for mains paper regarding. But then we are here to take out for the perspective for interview. So I'm only focusing on those news items. Visit by Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, and India and Qatar strategic tie-ups. On the various, the uh, YouTube scenario, you would have heard a lot of these language thing. Definitely, they'll ask your opinion or having censorship and things around that. It can be genuine as per your this thing. But if you can have some data that how many people are watching it and to its perspective to the people who are watching job, the impact, and then give your opinion, it might then sound very supportive. You may say yes or no, censorship is required or censorship is not required. and freedom of speech and definition of freedom of speech. Yes, there has been a lot of things in the paper where definitely one needs to, one feels like this is important, this is relevant, but this is many things are relevant for mains perspective. So especially tie up with Indian relation with international agencies, inter countries relationship, things like that. Arunachal is celebrating its 39th statehood day, and they have done advertisements. In prelims, you might see questions coming out on which all states were created during that time. So these are the most prominent news item. You scroll down, and I can also see that the stuff are posting announcements or some opinions, but items basis on which you can have opinions. These are the few. So with this, people who are also aspiring for, you know, who have scheduled their interview and want to have one-to-one session with me on personalized session about their interview process, or they are giving interview at mock interviews at many places and want to have a relook, understanding, analysis of how they have given. They can reach out to me, and the details are there in the description. So with this, uh, best wishes, all the best. If you have any doubts, any challenges, you can reach out to me on the WhatsApp as well. The details are there in YouTube description. And let's prepare as much as possible for the best version of us to take place, but come in front during the interview time. With this, thank you for today's session.